Hi, I'm Sergius from VGamers, and I'm here today with Lucas from Guerrilla Games Cambridge.
Sure.
And I wanted to talk with you about your new game for PlayStation VR, Rigs.
Yes.
So, first, would you like to tell our readers something about yourself?
Yes, sure. So, Riggs is a first-person arena-based shooter, infused with the drama and excitement of real sports. That's like our elevator pitch. So it's not just about shooting; it's actually a sport. It's a 3v3 game where it's all about scoring points and playing tactically together to gain the advantage and win the match and the cup, whatever it is that you're playing.
So, can you go a little bit more into detail? What classes are there? Are there any game modes?
Well, so what we're showing today is a game mode called Power Slam, which is we can compare it as like basketball with guns, where your entire rig has to jump through a hoop to score points, um, and it is awesome. It's like a completely fresh concept because I've never seen anything like it before.
Mhm.
It's all about playing tactically as a team and collecting. What we call power spheres that are scattered around their level and taking down opponents, all the while filling up your overdrive meter. And once you go into what we call overdrive, you and your entire rig, you have to hurl yourself through the hoop and
Mhm.
score a point for your team. So
Yeah,
that's the game mode that we're showing today. It's very exciting, and the reactions have been really good.
I already tried it. It's really breathtaking.
Yeah, it's
Although
awesome.
for the first 2 minutes I got a little vertigo from that.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is an intense experience, and it actually that's the thing. You are transported into this game, and you
Mhm.
become the hero. You become that superstar pilot,
Mhm.
and that's what we want you to feel. We want you to feel like you're inside a 6 meter tall
Mhm.
machine. Playing this sport of the future, and I think that's what we're trying to do, and we're
Mhm.
succeeding. I think with the demo that we're showing
Mhm.
today. Now, a little bit more about the classes you were asking about. How does it work? What do we have?
Mhm.
So what we can talk about. We've got three classes playable today, and the one you've been playing in is
The red
Mirage.
one?
Yeah, the Mirage rig.
Mhm.
So each rig is different. So that one is a 6 meter tall one, and it has a double jump ability. So you can press X and jump, and then jump again.
Mhm.
It's very exciting to do because you're like you said, you're in it and you're looking down. You're like woohoo! It's like
Mhm.
being in the middle of the air. The other ones that we showed today is the Tempest class, which is a little bit more lightweight, so it's more vulnerable, but it can actually jump up in the air and fly. So
Mm.
you've got like aerial superiority. And
For how long?
well, it's so you jump up in the air and,
Mhm.
and you hover. So and as soon as you start moving, you start gliding down.
Mm.
So it's not like flying per se; it is like gliding.
Falling gently.
Yes, exactly that. And if you combine those two classes, for example, that's where the tactical stuff comes into play, right? So you get you and your teammate, you can go with your buddies, go like, you know what if we all choose a Tempest class and we have full air superiority and we're gonna try and beat the opponents that way. Or if you want to go like, well, no, we'll try the third class, which I haven't discussed. It's the Hunter class. Those are super fast. They're the fastest class. They're only 3 meters tall, still big, but yeah, so they are extra fast and they can go in areas of the map that other classes can't. So you can also say like, oh, okay, I'll be a hunter class and I'll be the one chasing down the players that are trying to score, or that's the one.
It's like a goalie.
A little bit, it can be. It completely depends on your play style and what you agree with your team. So that's yeah, I think it's a really awesome tactical element there. We also have a fourth class that's going to remain a mystery for now.
Hmm.
So that's just a little teaser that I can throw out
Interesting,
there.
interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this concept is rather new. If I may ask, what inspired you to to create a game like this?
Um, So the last game we made in Cambridge was Killzone Mercenary,
Mhm.
and I think I still love that game, and I think the multiplayer component of that is something that really worked well. It was like something. It was tactical. It was 4 versus 4, so a smaller scale sort of thing. And I think the experience we had as a team to make that work and to make that exciting was something we want to build on. Now, quickly already we had like this idea of trying to make that into a combination with sports, like how 'cause like that we thought that was a cool concept.
Mhm.
And then the third magic ingredient became really quickly available when we had our first prototype of the PlayStation VR.
Mhm.
We called it Morpheus back then, and
Mhm.
then we saw like, oh my god, so we have something that could work really well. So we started prototyping a little bit, and we made it into machines that you can drive. It's like, like the first moment that you sat in there and you started flying, for example, you know, like, oh, okay, I'm actually in the air. I feel like I'm flying. This is going to work. And yeah, we took off from there, started prototyping game modes, and here we are. We're just getting ready to launch, really.
I have to be honest, I never had a feeling from playing this game for a long time since Tribes Ascent.
Since what?
Tribes Ascent, did you play that one?
So no, I did not. But yeah, it does sound familiar. But I can't remember exactly what it plays like.
It's like skiing. So you have a jetpack, then you boost up a slope, and then you ski down. So you reach mother speeds.
Yeah, well, I can see why you would compare it to that. It's
especially the jumping, the moment when you do a double jump and then in midair you look around with your Type P controls.
Yeah.
That's the control where you direct the aiming with your head instead of your right thumbstick.
Yeah, you tried that, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think what we really want to do is to have that excitement, but because you're in VR, you feel like you're doing that, you know, you become a pilot of some multi-million-dollar mega machine.
It's
and that's
great.
Just really exciting. Like it's a childhood dream, isn't it? Like, you know, who thought that we could make you feel like you were actually driving these things? So yeah, I'm super excited about it.
This whole presentation has some kind of esports feel to it. Do you have any plans for doing some esports leagues or streaming that stuff on Twitch?
Well, so that's a really good question. So in the media as well, it's been called like, oh, this is going to be the esport on VR. And actually, you know, obviously we love the whole concept of esport, but it's not like you can make a game like, this is now an esport. That's not how it works. So what you can do, however, is make a game that is exciting and actually has a really high skill ceiling. So you can
and a good balancing.
A good balancing and actually making it balanced and tactical, right? And the whole fact that it's infused with that drama and tension and excitement of the sports, like real life sports that we all know and love, then that's when you get something which is ingredient number 2, which is watchability. Like making a game that is super watchable and exciting to just sit there and watch for hours is like the second thing that is important for an esport, right? So I think what we as developers do is get those two ingredients in the mix and make sure that it is exciting to play and watch, and that there is no skill ceiling, that you can work tactically together as a team, and then you have a scenario that could lead to an esports sort of game.
But the fans have to judge if it's worthy for esport.
Of course.
That's a decision of the players.
It is. It's a community thing. It's something that we would happily support if we manage to grow it into something like that. So we'll see. But yes, it's definitely something that we like.
Can I ask you about the payment model you plan to use for this game? Will it be a full price release or will it be free to play with premium mode?
So we haven't really discussed price yet, so I'm not really ready to talk about that. What we do say is that this is like a AAA full game. You know, this is something you can really sink your teeth in and play for hours, get better at it. It's got multiplayer, it's got single player, it's got everything possible that you can want on release day. So really, like that we haven't committed to a price yet, but that's what we make as a product. So we'll have to see what the price will be.
Do you already have a release date in mind?
No, well, so we're not pinned on a date yet because we don't have that yet. But we were targeting October, much like what was announced at GDC. So we want to be there for launch, and I don't see a reason why we can't be, because it's going well. So we're gonna aim for it and
hope it goes well.
Yeah, I hope it goes well indeed.
Some people suffer from the effects of motion sickness.
Yeah.
Do you have implemented any measures in your game which should work against it, which will prevent it?
So what we do and what we try to do is make it as comfortable as we can, right? Obviously, I think a lot of that has to do with frame rate. So we know that we have to run at 60, and then PlayStation VR makes it run at 120. But that's definitely something that you have to do when you're making a VR game. So, but this kit is amazing at doing that job at 120 hertz per eye. Is just really good. And then I think what is really important is that you allow players to customize the way they control the game, what they like about the game, what they don't like about the game, and put in options for them to actually make it as comfortable as they can. So a good example is the ejection sequence. This is something that for demos, for example, that's currently masked, and we do that on purpose because if you suffer from vertigo and you don't like that, then by all means turn it off. But in the full game, that's up to you. Like if you want to be shot up in the air and look down, that's what the game offers you, and that's what you can do. So we'll see. It's very exciting. I think, having a game that is designed to be in short bursts with like nice breathing moments, and you can actually take your time and learn how to play it and customize how you play it. That's going to be key to success there.
One final question. How do you like Munich? Well, except for the weather, maybe.
Well, unfortunately, I've only had like the one day, but so far what I've seen is beautiful. So it's a lovely city, and I'd love to come back someday.
Thanks, you really should try the local beer.
Local beers I haven't had either, so hopefully tonight after we're done.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Okay.
That's what Munich is famous for. Try the Augustiner.
Oh, okay. I will have to do that.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much for the interview. Thank you for your time.
Yep.
All hands on the trigger, all eyes on the gun. Don't believe that we're strong enough to hold on. 'Cause I'm the only one to get you, the only one to figure you out. You're a place that I can go to, a place I couldn't live without. And nobody sees what we do. Don't need anybody else around. No matter what they told us, gravity won't hold us down. Even gravity can hold us. Even gravity can hold
PS4 for the players.